after Christie was angry about the lack of snow plowing in his area. His scheduled sentencing is set for December 11th. Christie faces more trials in Carbon, Luzerne, and Schuylkill counties, as well as in Scranton U.S. District Court for allegedly threatening President Trump and Northampton County District Attorney John Morganelli. Several fire companies responded to a blaze on the second floor of Bentley's nightclub on Route 309 early this morning. Firefighters received the call shortly before 6 with initial reports of a vehicle fire with possible entrapment. Firefighters learned upon arrival at the scene the blaze was inside the structure. Hanover Township's fire chief said it took firefighters several minutes to find the blaze near a stage in the nightclub area, where the fire was quickly knocked down. Route 309 has been since open to traffic in both directions. No injuries were reported at the scene as the nightclub was closed during the blaze. A state police deputy fire marshal is set to investigate the cause of that fire. A Hazel Township man who pled no contest to child pornography charges is headed to state prison. 30-year-old Michael Furco of Ridge Street will now serve 2 to 4 years in prison after he was accused of sharing videos on a file-sharing site depicting children being involved in sexual acts. He previously pled no contest to 8 counts of possessing child porn and 1 count of criminal use of a communication facility. Furco will serve 7 years of probation after serving time in state prison and will be required to register as a sex offender for 15 years. A man free on bail while awaiting trial for 2 separate robbery cases was charged once again. 23-year-old Tashawn Clark of Wilkes-Barre has been charged with committing a 3rd robbery and illegally possessing a firearm. He's accused of robbing a woman on Sanborn Street the afternoon of October 8th. According to the complaint, Egypt Galloway returned home from walking her dog when a man approached her to ask if he could buy a cigarette from her. Galloway told the man she had to put her dog away first. That's when the man followed her onto the porch and the robber threatened Galloway with a gun. Galloway eventually fled to South Franklin Street, where she and an acquaintance called police. Officers searched Galloway's home, but were unable to find the robber. Police later handcuffed Clark after he was spotted on the North Street Bridge with a loaded .38 special revolver in his pocket with the serial number removed. Clark was arraigned Friday afternoon and denied bail, as he was found to be a flight risk and a danger to the community. A Wilkes-Barre man accused of carjacking the wife of the city's former police chief pled guilty to robbery and theft charges. 24-year-old Demetrius Laws was accused of conspiring with 22-year-old Corey Patrick to rob Jana DeSoy from her car back on the early morning of April 3, 2016. DeSoy sustained cuts and bruises to her legs in the attack that occurred on Dibell Street at 1:30 that morning as she was on her way to pick up her son from his friend's house. Both men pulled her out of the driver's seat of her 2015 Chevy Equinox and both drove off with her house keys and purse. Police later found the vehicle wrecked and abandoned on Schoolhouse Lane in Wilkes-Barre. Laws pled guilty to felony counts of robbery of a motor vehicle and theft in exchange for prosecutors dropping other charges against him. According to court records, Patrick still awaits trial on robbery and theft charges, with his bail set at $250,000. A Florida man was caught Monday at the Wilkes-Barre Scranton International Airport with a loaded pistol in his carry-on bag. Now, according to the TSA, the unidentified man was found with a .380 caliber handgun loaded with 6 rounds when his bag went through an X-ray machine at the security checkpoint. Avoca police responded to confiscate the firearm and detain the man for questioning. According to the TSA, the firearm did not impact airport operations and was the 4th one caught at the airport's checkpoint this year. TSA issued a reminder saying that nobody is allowed to board an airplane with a firearm, including licensed carriers. It's not clear at this time whether the Florida man will face charges or not. Coming up on Wyln News, we'll have a recap of last night's live Hazleton mayoral debate. Plus, the $5 vehicle registration fee will stick around for another year in Luzerne County. But first, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. Tomorrow looks cloudy, high of 64 and a low of 54. Then rain on Thursday, raining on my Halloween parade. High of 67 and a low of 39, but Friday, Saturday, and Sunday don't look too bad. A little chilly and a little chillier at night, but at least the sun will peek out. We'll be right back.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Life is full of partners. Your health deserves a partner too.
It's okay that everybody ignores me when I drive. It's fine, because I get a safe driving bonus check every 6 months I'm accident-free. Because I don't use my cell phone when I'm driving, even though my family does and leaves me all alone. Here's something else. I don't share it with Mom. Right, Mom? I have a brand new putter you don't even know about. It's awesome.
Safe driving bonus checks only from Allstate. Switching to Allstate is worth it.
Visit your local Allstate agent, the McNeilis Agency in Hazleton at 1092 North Church Street, or in Hometown the Hometown Village Square.
Hazleton mayoral candidates went head-to-head last night during a live debate right here on Wyln TV. Here's the recap. Police leadership, code enforcement, and crime reigned over last night's live debate between incumbent Mayor Jeff Cassat and Democratic candidate Bob Yevek. Yevek took to the offensive right off the bat, spending most of the hour-long forum painting Cassat's efforts ineffective when it comes to crime and blight. Cassat, however, pointed out the positives his administration made, securing grants to improve parks, streets, and public safety while under Act 47.
Hazleton has come a long way in the last 4 years, but we have a long way to go. The streets are safer, the property values are increasing, and the people are utilizing buildings that were once vacant. We are currently in the Act 47 Financial Recovery Plan. That plan sets spending limits and employee limits. This program will greatly help the city of Hazleton now and in the future. This administration is committed to the safety, the infrastructure, and the recreation of Hazleton.
Yevek called out the Cassat administration's inability to fight crime, stating that Hazleton's reputation is suffering from heroin and opioids. He attacked the Cassat administration's commitment to transparency as officials announced 2020 city budget won't be released until after elections.
The number one issue in Hazleton is crime and your inability to combat it. And the reason I say this is because the people I talk to every day tell me that they don't feel safe to walk down their own sidewalks. If you go to Scranton, Drums, Allentown, or anywhere in between, everyone says the same thing about Hazleton. Don't go there. Our residents want to see the city improved. Lastly, they want to see a budget, which you are refusing to release till after the election. I am looking forward to addressing all of these issues.
Hazleton's increasing population was one of the biggest challenges Cassat said the city faces, which contributes to parking issues, code, and noise complaints. However, Cassat said the city relies on a broken system, making it hard for an already small code office to effectively address complaints. Yevek questioned City Police Department leadership, asking whether it benefits from Chief Jerry Spezial working for both Hazleton and Paterson, New Jersey. Yevek noted that if elected as mayor, he wouldn't rule out a change in police leadership. Cassat rebutted that Spezial may not work a traditional schedule, but he puts his hours in. Spezial is available when pressing issues or important community events arise, noting his schedule includes days in Hazleton that have the largest call volume. Our news director Gary Perna moderated the debate, while standard speaker managing editor Andy Heitzelman and our news anchor Paula Degnan questioned both candidates about transparency, economic development, and efforts to boost recreational programs. But if you weren't able to tune in for last night's debate, we'll rebroadcast it just for you 3 more times before November 5th's election. Tonight you'll be able to check it out right here at 8 p.m., then again Thursday morning at 10, and finally on Saturday night at 9. Be sure to get out and vote Tuesday, November 5th, for who you want representing your city. A proposition setting minimum statewide standards for power plant host agreements is making its way through the legislative process. Host agreements compensate communities with landfills and fossil fuel power plants. Currently in the Commonwealth, no minimum standards exist that say power plant developers must meet when negotiating host agreements. Memos recently circulated by State Senator John Blake and Representative Kyle Mullins are seeking other lawmakers in both houses to co-sponsor companion bills to establish standards. This is an early step into having the legislation become law. At this time, the language of the proposal is unavailable. The $5 vehicle registration fee in Luzerne County will remain for at least another year. The fee will remain to reach a $2 million for dollar state match, as Luzerne County engineer Lawrence Plesh projects the county hitting its collection target December of 2020. County Manager David Pedri said he'll revisit the fee's continuance as the county gets closer to the $2 million collection to see if the state is willing to bring in a second match and if council wants to keep the fee in place. Plush said the administration obtained and identified state clearance for 3 bridge projects totaling around $4 million. 2 will be funded by the $2 million collection fee, and 1 will be covered by the $2 million state match. The State Transportation Department has not announced any intentions just yet on providing a second match. The city of Wilkes-Barre is asking residents to help keep its stormwater drains clear. Thousands of storm drains throughout the city will face rainy weather conditions Thursday, similar to the rain that caused roadway floodings this past Sunday. Since it'll be difficult to fully clear every storm drain, city officials are asking residents to clear leaves from their own neighborhood storm drains. Keeping the drains clear with resident assistance will reduce the risk of flooding. City officials appreciate their efforts, saying that it contributes greatly to the community. Legislation to allow Sunday hunting with a landowner's written permission 3 days a year in Pennsylvania is getting some minor changes ahead of its final vote in the House. State representatives voted Monday to waive trespassing violations for unarmed people who enter posted property solely to retrieve a hunting dog. They'll also let local police help the Game Commission enforce trespassing rules and pushed back the law's effective date by 3 months. Coming up on East Berwick's News Choice, my favorite holiday is coming up, and it's Trooper Talk Tuesday. We'll be talking Halloween safety in Community and You. Plus, if you're a runner, we'll have details on an event this weekend that's right up your alley. Stay with us.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
You've seen university advertising. A student like me pitching you the same old ideas. But I'm not gonna do that.
Instead, I'm gonna tell you what you can do with a Penn State degree. You can help anyone. Go anywhere. Create! And with 20 campuses to choose from, you'll always feel at home.
Look, Penn State is amazing, but your best years are just beginning. Come find out for yourself.
Patrick Bilbo is a trusted 25-year educator with a track record of proven decision-making and creating meaningful solutions. He will work to create family-sustaining jobs, improve our roads and bridges, and ensure the safety and security of all of our citizens, especially our seniors. Patrick Bilbo is strongly endorsed by respected elected officials from all across Luzerne County because they know he will put people above politics. Vote for Patrick Bilbo for Luzerne County Council on November 5th.
Welcome to Trooper Talk Tuesday here on Wyln. Everyone, I'm Gary Perna. I'm pleased to have with me once again Trooper Anthony Petrowski from Pennsylvania State Police Hazleton. And we're going to talk about Halloween safety today. Halloween is right around the corner. We want to make sure that if you're going out trick-or-treating or you're going to be out during Halloween activities and events, that you are safe. And make sure you get to and from your destination safely. So I guess, Trooper, one of the first things we'll start with is trick-or-treating. It will be coming up very shortly. A lot of municipalities will be doing it. And there are just some simple things that we need to remember, number one, as drivers, but also number two, as parents and guardians of children who may be going out.
Sure. So as a driver, you got to realize there's going to be tons of kids out. Some kids are going to be accompanied by parents. Some of the older ones won't be. They're going to be very excited that they're getting candy and they're going to be actually able to eat the candy that night. So they're going to be running around. We have to take it slow on Halloween. There's kids everywhere, and some of them wear costumes that might be dark, and it is nighttime. So, you know, we have to be cognizant that they're going to be around, okay? Go slow, pay attention to the road, phones down, and eyes on the road. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child's costume is visible. Put some sort of blinking light on it. They have those necklaces or bracelets that light up, they blink. That's great. It could be part of the costume, something reflective on it, so if a car beam's lights are on it, it can be reflective and be seen.
And we also, with trick-or-treating going on at night, a lot of municipalities try to start them a little earlier and end them, but unfortunately it gets dark out faster now that we are. And some municipalities also have some, you know, their police officers or firefighters, DPW workers out, you know, driving around making sure everyone is safe. So just use some precaution when out there. And one of the big things is kids need to remember to use the crosswalks and not go out in the middle of blocks or anything like that.
Correct. As a kid being trick-or-treating, you can't just run out in front of traffic. We understand it's a fun event. It's a lot of fun. You look forward to it every year. But you have to be aware as a trick-or-treater that there's cars out there, and you can't just run out in front of the cars. Take your time, cross the road safely.
And one of the things when we get home, most important things, of course, after trick-or-treating all night, you want that candy, you want to get to see what's going on there. Very important for moms and dads and everyone to kind of go through that candy ahead of time to make sure there's nothing harmful there, no issues with that before the kids get to have it.
Absolutely. Self-explanatory. Go through your child's bag or trick-or-treat box and, you know, make sure everything in there is okay. Throw out anything that's not wrapped, anything that's unwrapped, open, anything that doesn't look edible. Throw that stuff out. It's all for the safety of the children.
One of the nice things now, a lot of communities are starting to do the trunk or treat events, making it a little more safer, doing it on a weekend during the day, so in a parking lot or something. So we're seeing a lot of communities now doing that, which also makes it so much safer for everybody as well. And there's some great events to have.
They are. It's a controlled environment and it brings the community together. So yeah, definitely have some fun with those.
All right. So and don't forget, you can also dress up as a state trooper for Halloween too.
Great costume.
Great costume ideas you can have there. Just be safe. Take your time, especially if you be driving during trick-or-treat events that will be going on in communities. Take your time, slow down. And for parents and guardians out there, you know, walk with your kids. Another big thing is make sure, you know, keep your porch lights on so it's, you know, lit up in the area to make sure everyone can see what goes on out in front of your house, and be safe and have a great and fun Halloween. Thanks for joining us here on Trooper Talk Tuesday, everyone. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
At Grand Central, our family has been supplying your family with quality brand name furniture, mattresses, and appliances for over 3 generations. Whether you choose from our excellent selection of Lazy Boy, Catnapper, or England furniture, or from our fantastic selection of Sealy and Stearns & Foster mattresses, we guarantee total comfort in every room of your home.
With expert advice, everyday low prices, plus interest-free financing for up to 60 months.
From our family to your family.
Grand Central in Hazleton, everything to make your house a home.
Not only is Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer your craft beer headquarters, they have great food too. Check out Georgetown's Pub Fare menu. G-Town scallops, cheesy crab pretzel, smoked brisket, smoked wings, and more. Or how about their Flight and Bites with your choice of sauces and 5-ounce draft beers. They have a great selection of craft beers on tap, and you can get it to go in a crowler. Stop in and play Keno or other Pennsylvania lottery games. Krugel's Georgetown Deli and Beer in Wilkes-Barre Township, right next to the Big Cow. Check them out on the web at georgetowndeli.com.
How you doing, everybody? My name is Ricardo. I'm running for president of Tacoland. This guy right here is fake. I know what it takes to make a real taco with a real corn tortilla with the cilantro, onions, and salsa. That's right. If you vote for me, I promise you, I will teach you how to make a real taco. That's right. Tune into WYLN Channel 35, Cooking with Jay Zapata. That's right. Tune in, vote for me, and guess what? You're gonna have the best tacos ever.
All the rain in Halloween's forecast postponed many trick-or-treat events throughout our area, but don't let that give you a fright. All rescheduled events are listed up on your screen as we speak. The borough of Shenandoah moved up their trick-or-treat nights from Halloween to October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. Trunk or Treat by Healthy Shenandoah was also moved up to Hallows Eve, October 30th. Mother Nature rescheduled trick-or-treat night for the borough of Ashland as well, for Wednesday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. The Recreation Committee will hold trunk-or-treat at 7th and Center Street. Tamaqua moved their trick-or-treat night to Saturday, November 2nd from 6 to 8 p.m. And finally, Mahanoy City announced their trick-or-treat event will be moved to Wednesday, October 30th from 6 to 8 p.m. Remember, if you plan on handing out candy this Halloween, please leave your porch light on for those trick-or-treaters. Attention all runners. There's an event this weekend that's just up your alley. The Autumn Autism 5K and Resource Fair is set for Saturday, November 2nd at the Health and Wellness Center on Moisey Drive in Hazel Township. Prizes will be awarded along with a family fun walk, pumpkin painting, food, raffles, and fun. The cost is $30 per person, and students can take part for just $20. Registration starts at 9 a.m. with the race kicking off at 10. You can check out Safe Autism's Facebook page for more information. But if Halloween's not your cup of tea, tickets are now on sale for the 16th annual Sounds of the Season at the Alice C. Wiltsey Center for the Performing Arts. The event is being produced in cooperation with the Alice C. Wiltsey Performing Arts Center, Wyln TV 35, DeMelfi School of Music, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, the Hazleton Chamber of Commerce, Service Electric Cablevision Hazleton, and the GEM FM Radio. Sounds of the Season's Music from the Movies will feature the renowned Hazleton Philharmonic Symphony Orchestra under the direction of Robert Lagana, with special performances by the Fabergé Follies and the Hazleton Area Cougar Crooners. Tickets are $10 for adults and $5 for children. All seating is general admission, and tickets may be purchased off any orchestra or dance member at the door the night of the performance. You can also reserve your tickets by calling 570-455-2188. And we would like to take the end of tonight's broadcast to wish a very happy birthday to who I happen to be filling in for at the desk as we speak, our very own Paula Dagnan. Paula is celebrating her birthday today, and all of us here at Wyln TV wish her the best on this special day. Paula will be back here at the desk Thursday night. I hope she likes our background we gave her. That's the news. Remember, you can get news updates on our Wyln News Facebook page. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next here on Wyln TV.
Barber Ford has the largest selection of Ford commercial vehicles in Northeast PA with over 50 Super Duties in stock. Plus, Barber Ford is the only Ford commercial vehicle center in the area participating with the state's cooperative purchasing program.